Sharife Cooper hasn't done that I can say he should do to say he's done it all.
He won that championship. That was it.
Everything. He's done everything. He's scored a lot of assists.
The only thing that can cap off his career is becoming Mr. Basketball.
So why is it that when I watch Juwan Odom, did I feel like he's the best Every time I watch Juwan Odom play, I feel like I'm seeing something special. Like I'm seeing something that I'm not gonna maybe not see again. I said that for a long time. BJ Boston was my favorite high school player in Georgia. I don't get that feeling that I'm seeing something I'll never see again. Hey man, it's the Love of the Game podcast. We in the building. Yo, Dr. Love on my head already. Am I late? Are we already behind that week? They say I'm making Kool-Aid and Lock is late because he on the phone with old girl Bryce's cupcake. Hey man, y'all gonna stop dissing Bryce gonna complete the Bruce challenge. I watched some of the teams and some of the things that Bryce was supposed to do, and I feel like I'm a little more confident that Bryce can compete, can do 2 out of the 3 on the Bruce challenge. 2 out of the 3. 2 out of the 3. You're not fucking with them kids in Pepperbrook though, Bryce. You're not.
I got a better chance of giving him the business than I think knocking out 20 reps of 135. I don't know if I can do 20.
Hey, you coming off the bench press now? I got you solid for 12.
I just don't know. 20 reps is a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That's a lot.
I could probably do 10 or 12, but honestly, if we playing half court, man, and them dudes is up with me, they're gonna foul me. Like I'm gonna keep getting the ball back.
Hey, see, y'all starting this shit early. Y'all starting this shit. No. No, Marietta did not beat Campbell. No, they did not.
They've been waiting.
They started that on my head early, bro. No, they did not. I have a lot of shit to say that I'm gonna keep to myself. But no. And I would say this shit too, but I know the clips is gonna fly, bro.
They ready to get on your head tonight.
Hey, what happened to Juke? Greene County Internet already. Come on, Juke. I'm gonna wait for Juke to come back. So Bryce, you think that that's the one that's gonna give you problems? I feel like you good for 12 reps, and then I feel like you just gotta gut out those other 8, bro. Like if I spot you and I give you a little, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's gonna be tough, bro. 20 reps to 135 is tough. 20 is a lot of reps.
Oh, Bryce.
I know I'm good for 10 or 12, but 20, I think I got a better shot at giving them buckets at Pebblebrook, to be honest.
Hey, we're gonna have to make that happen, Dove. Dove, you keep the comments lit. We're gonna have to make that happen. What? Wow. For real?
They used to be
Huff. A2. A2.
Don't do it like that, Huff.
Huff, you my boy, dog. Like you gonna make me say that live on air, bro? My dog, Huff, right before Lemon Street too. Huff do me dirty all the time, though, and he back there laughing. I know Huff laughing his ass off. No comment. Shot clock now. That motion coaches be running ain't gonna work. I'm not commenting on none of this. I think you can run motion in the shot clock. Villanova does it. You got to have the right kid. Me and Bryce had this argument though. Not necessarily an argument. I made a statement. Bryce answered. Bryce is a high-level coach, so I respect his opinion. Let's talk about coaches running motion. Because we were talking about this, and it didn't have nothing to do with Marietta. Don't go cutting clips and sending shit back to Marietta where I live, bro. Can we have a conversation?
I think that everybody has their own variations of emotion offense. You know what I mean? Emotion offense could mean one thing to me, and it could mean something else different to Dave if he's coaching his team. To me, I like passing and picking away is emotion offense. Screening down is emotion offense. You know what I mean? So hold on. I don't have nothing to do. I don't have no affiliations with anybody. So I just like to go to the games and watch and see. But yeah.
You're correct. Pass and screen away is motion.
Yeah.
Down screens is all motion.
Continuity. So whatever you're doing continuously could be.
So y'all agree that Villanova is a motion offense?
I don't think that's necessarily a motion offense. I think that's kind of like I guess it is because well, I'll say this. I think it's a spread offense first. And then
okay, I'll give you that.
And then because their players are taught to do the same motions, it can be considered a motion offense. For example,
and that's what I would say. So a variation, then, right?
Yeah, you're right. Exactly. So, for example, if I have a forward in the Villanova offense trailing the play, if he backdoor cuts, somebody else is replacing him at the top of the key. So if you keep doing that, then yes, it is a motion offense. But to me, it's a dribble drive. It's really a dribble drive and kick offense and a spread offense to showcase their players.
Kansas does the same thing. Kansas does the same thing, Bryce.
Yeah, it's a free-flowing offense that makes you or allows the offensive player to make the right decision.
This is I will say top 10. But my question, Bryce, in this, right? And we were watching a particular game. I won't call anybody out. My issue is that running this with high school kids, when you run motion, the issue is that I found it becomes very difficult if you have very low basketball IQ kids, or particularly difficult with kids who can't get paint touches. To me, I don't know that I've seen a motion offense work with kids who can't just one-on-one in an alley get a paint touch and be effective at getting a paint touch without turning the ball over a lot. So I'll toss that to you and say what your thoughts are on it.
Well, remember we talked about a flex offense, and I had told you that I think a flex offense is even tougher for kids like that to understand. A motion offense really only has to have two different things, whether it's a screen and a pass. You know what I mean? Like, you only need 2 or 3 rules. Whereas a spread offense like Villanova or a flex offense, you have to know when to cut on the baseline for UCLA. Yeah. You have to know when to down screen. So I don't think that offense would work for the type of schools that we're talking about. And I don't think the Villanova offense would work either, because it takes a lot of practice and trusting that your team is going to drive and kick constantly, drive and kick and spread or whatever the case may be. So a motion offense, that you're left with pretty much a motion offense, which could be, like we said, just screening away. And to me, if you even have that, and you can do that with you can do that with anybody, because it's not that hard. So if you do it constantly, I think that's better than not doing anything at all. And once you get them in that, like if I pass to the wing and I screen away and I keep doing that, the kids are still at least learning some form of a motion offense. And they're, you know what I mean? The ball is reversing, they're moving, and you can keep doing that over and over and over again. So
yeah.
The Villanova offense, as much as it's like it spreads out and they're driving and kicking, there's a lot more rules to it than what people know and what they see on TV.
If you watch Jay Wright has a video on that, man. And
Yeah.
first of all, if you don't have shooters, it's not going to work. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And those guards are incredibly tough to make that offense work, man.
But here's the thing about passing and cutting that kids that has to be understood too. Whatever offense you're running, the floor still has to remain balanced.
Yeah.
So I don't want to just pass and just run. That doesn't really help. You know what I mean? Like you got to pass and cut, and whether you're looping through or whatever you know what I'm saying? You're going to the box. It's got to be consistent. So
we have not named Huff's replacement yet, but we are having tryouts.
So I wouldn't run a flex offense for kids that don't have a lot of basketball playing experience. I wouldn't do it. And I wouldn't necessarily do a spread offense either, because you got to have at least 4 dudes on the court that can handle the ball. So
you feel like some variation of motion is probably the best when you don't have a lot of talent.
Correct. Because you can teach it in a couple practices, and it's not going to require you to do a whole bunch of thinking on your own. You know what I mean? If you don't have kids that aren't there yet, you don't want them to think. You want them to react to what they learned in practice in that motion offense. And there's not that many options in that specific motion offense that you teach because they're not there yet. So now for me, in the summertime, when I usually have pretty high level kids and you have a lot of kids that are talented and they can handle the ball, I usually go spread and drive and kick. And I trust that they're going to make the right decision as far as kicking it out. But when they don't kick it out, that's when you got to come out. You know what I mean? So when you don't, if you're supposed to be driving and getting to the cup and you don't, or you have open shot and you don't take it, then you got to come out. So I think it just depends on who, the level of the team that you have, what you have.
And when Bryce says that you got to come out, he literally means like you got to come out.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
So Bryce, I'm gonna ask this though, man. So one of the things, I guess, the overarching problem that I was seeing with that team that we were watching, it was not Marietta. Don't cut this clip.
Nah, because I haven't seen
that. So the team that we were watching, where I made that comment, and I see this with teams who don't have a ton of talent, but maybe have some pieces, is that those guys with a lower skill set, it was like, man, you have to find a way to turn those guys into screeners and into cutters and not ball handlers and decision makers.
Right. Correct.
You have to get them out of those situations, which was what made me make that comment.
Yeah. So like knowing that you have kids that struggle with those decisions, they probably should have had something set as far as what play they're going to run for the first 5 minutes of that game, so that those kids don't turn the ball over. They don't start the game off, that way. And then they're not digging themselves into a hole personally and, mentally, like, no, here's how we're going to start the game. This is what you're going to run. And for me, for kids like that too, I'll typically sometimes have them start the offense closer to my side of the bench if possible, because I know that when the ball's on the other side, they're not going to be able to hear me. I can't walk them through what needs to be done. So it's some tricks that I have that I do. You know what I mean? Even like, but I think they asked what's a 4 out. So yeah, you have to have people that can break down the defense, of course. But in a lot of 4 outs, you can start with a pick and roll. So even if you can't break down the defense 1-on-1, you can go with a 1-4 screen, and that'll help you create some type of space where you can at least try to get to the paint or drive and kick it. Look, I'm telling you all my secrets.
Can I say this? I don't like pick and rolls for my primary scorer when I don't have much other talent on the floor.
Hold on, say it again.
I don't like pick and rolls with my primary scorer as the ball handler.
Okay.
When I don't have much talent on the floor with that primary, because I feel like they're just going to trap it, and then they're going to force the ball out of his hands, and then we're going to be in a bad situation. Now I can't get him the ball.
True. I mean, yeah, but I don't really like my best scorer might not be a ball handler. My best scorer might be a forward. So he ain't gonna really be running the pick and roll. He might be setting the screen. You know what I mean? When I run a pick and roll,
do you use him as the screener though?
Yes.
Your best player?
Well, if it's a forward, like in this sense, Perry, I used him as a screener because I knew that Perry could pick and pop, and he could hit the three, and that's going to allow him to look better on camera. And
that read was based on what he wanted to. Or
that read is based on, well, one, the point guard's got to be able to kick the ball out to him, but the thing is, even if I'm talking to the point guard, I want the point guard to try to get to the cup first, because I need you to sell it. You know what I mean? I need you to suck the defense in. If they close it, if they stop him from penetrating, then yeah, Perry, the four's got to be able to make that read. And I trust at 17U that you're going to make the right read, and I trust that you're going to take a good shot. So, and when you get that confidence and you knock it down, it makes you look better. So, you know what I mean? Maybe if I had middle school kids, it would be pick and roll, but I don't do that. I'm not going to tell you, you got to go pick and roll every time, because you can't. In college, you have to be able to make adjustments. So it's the same thing here. And if you take a good shot and your feet are set, I can live with that. I'm not going to be mad about that.
Got you.
So I mean, I'll go 1-4 pick and pop. I'll go with a 1 to a wing for a pick and pop. I'll do all that. But again, you have to have kids that can do that, which is easy. You just got to go.
I don't see none of that in single A ball. I might see 5 out a lot more so than anything.
To me, my belief is, before you teach anything, whether if it's a 5 out or a 4 out, my personal belief is a kid needs to know how to run a pick and roll. Now, a lot of basketball heads and people that coach USA basketball are going to tell you that they don't like that. Well, that's just my thing. I believe the kid needs to know how to set a screen without moving and open up and roll to the basket. And a point guard needs to know how to set his man up and use the screen. So everything for me starts with a pick and roll for the most part.
I promise we're not going to be this basketball nerdy for the whole show. We're going to talk about some other stuff, but I think this is great conversation.
Definitely.
And Bryce gets to let y'all understand why he's top 10. Bryce, you might be moving in the top 5. One or two more good seasons, right? You might be moving in the top 5. What schools value shooters? Asking for a friend. Hey.
Everybody.
Everybody says that they will. Everybody says that they will.
Nah, every school values a shooter. They value shooters more than dunkers, more than anything.
High schools or colleges?
I don't see the difference. If you can shoot the ball, I think you're gonna play.
Hey, look, I got this same look that Uncle Drew got on his face. What high schools value shooters? Like, I don't necessarily know. Like,
it's not very many set shooters or knockdown shooters anyway. So, I mean, you have some, maybe one on each team, but it's not like we got a bunch of dudes that are just standing in the corner knocking it down. So that doesn't mean it's not valued.
Teach kids how to play, not just the plays. I'm with you.
Yeah, I agree.
I'm with you. My guy is 10 for 15 on the season. He don't play. I see this a lot. Guys not playing guys.
Everybody value shooters.
A lot of
coaches, you know what I see a lot of high school coaches value though? Kids that can put their head down and get to the rim, whether or not they actually make those shots at the rim or not.
I agree with that.
See coaches value players that can put their head down and get to the rim no matter what.
But here's sometimes what you'll see the difference is, Dre. I agree. You'll see kids that they have on the team like, nah, you need to go to the cup. But sometimes in AAU, you'll see teams or coaches allow their players to run to the corner in transition, and they're playing the numbers game. A lot of teams do that. They'll play the 3 versus getting the 2. And if you, of course, you make more threes, I'm gonna beat you. So
Hey, look, strong right is super value. Look, I'm gonna say this, Uncle Drew, and I don't know who you're talking about, but I was talking to someone else about a player on the team that Bryce and I watched that started this whole conversation. And I was like, hey, you know, that kid, I won't even say his number because somebody might figure out what team we're talking about. I was like, yo, that kid probably shouldn't be on the team at all. Like, that kid can't play basketball. And I was told that kid has been playing varsity since a freshman. I said, yo, how has he been playing varsity basketball that long? You can literally stand on his right side, which happened in the game that me and Bryce was watching. They stood on his right side and he turned the ball over 3 times in a row because he could not dribble with his left hand. And he's a senior.
I mean, he ain't working, bro. I mean, he ain't working too.
I thought he was younger than that, Dre. I thought he was like a freshman or a sophomore.
No, not the kid that I said shouldn't be on the floor at all.
Talking about last weekend? Oh. He got long hair. He got long hair.
No.
Light skin. Light skin. Brown skin.
The number's in there. I'll put the number in the other chat.
It's in the chat.
I'm not good with numbers.
Oh well, I got a picture of him. I'll send it to you.
All right.
But yeah, that was one. But it's one thing that I have noticed. Like Drew said, strong right is super value. I know I've noticed a lot of coaches that if you can put your head down and get to the rim, I don't even know that it matters for a lot of coaches what your percentage is once you get there. That aggression is rewarded.
Yeah, you can get away with it in high school. Not get away with that shit in college the whole game.
It's value. It's value where we at. I can tell you that much.
Okay, but that's going to get you to the tournament, and that's going to catch up with you in the tournament. Am I right?
Yeah, it's going to catch up.
Once you get out your region, that's going to catch you.
But here's the issue, though. Here's the real issue. The real issue is we don't have a bunch of kids that are set shooters.
Yeah,
we don't. Because if we had a bunch of them that one dribble pull up or catch and shoot when the ball swings, then we wouldn't be having this discussion. There's not a bunch of those kids. Like, it's not. They can just knock down the 3 and step into it and knock. It's not a bunch of those. So they trying to get to the cup.
I seen that happen in single A championship this season. They couldn't hit a 3, and that's how they were getting to the basket.
Uncle Drew said, "I got one." Well, I got a couple scattered across the state of Georgia. Actually, I got one that lives with me, but
hey, leave my man alone.
That's his game. He's a spot up shooter.
And if you can master that, like shit, I was a spot up shooter. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, and I tell people to this day, like the flex offense was the best thing that was for me. Like that shit was perfect for me because I didn't have to work hard. All I do was come off the screen and I could catch the ball at the elbow and knock it down. Or if I was in the corner, I could knock it down. Like I didn't have to give you, like I didn't have to do too much work. So, but there's not a lot of kids that are like that. You know what I mean? They're not taught that anymore. They're taught to like put the ball on the floor and do all that. Like, nah, some people are best coming off screens.
I mean, you just got to know your personnel when it comes to that, man, because then, whether it be variations or you can make adjustments, but if you don't got kids with high IQs,
exactly.
That high IQ stuff, that's real, very much so. I see it a lot now. I'm seeing it a lot right now. Like just off of teams that I've been watching play. Even when we be playing, man, sometimes if you ain't got good IQ, it ain't gonna work.
DJ shooting 60% from 3 this year.
Hey, can I get an invitation? Because I keep seeing these tweets on Pots Heard, and I'm starting to inquire about if I need to make a trip. Now
I've seen the kid up close several times because I'm scout like that.
I do need my name on the list.
I've seen. I paid my money last year to go watch that kid play because I scout like that. He can't shoot it. Can't shoot it.
I heard he can shoot too.
2022.
I heard that too.
Can't shoot it.
I never seen him, but I heard he can shoot though.
Oh yeah, River Bridge. That ain't far. That's inside the perimeter.
Bam. Yeah, I'm happy, man. I'm happy my guy Mahir is playing well. That's my dude. Not a lot of people believe in him. I've been friends with his dad for years now.
Hey, and let me say this, and me and Bryce been talking about this for the past 2 weeks. Man, Umar Rashid is gonna make some people some believers, man. He's gonna make some people some believers, man. He's playing very well.
Yeah.
To the point where first it was just high academic D3s, but Bryce now them high academic D2s is starting to inquire, and I would not be surprised if them Patriot League and them Ivies start to come around and come to their senses.
The thing about Umar is I think it's hard to see on Huddle how big he is.
Yeah.
He's a legit 6'6" prospect, and he's not small. So
he's about what, 215, 220?
Yeah, he's over 200 pounds. He's not a little dude. So the thing about Umar is I think he's been battle tested, and he's played against some of the best AAU teams in the Southeast. So now he knows what it looks like. And of course, a kid playing for a new coach, they don't know what you expect. He didn't really know what I wanted him to do. He's also playing on a team with a bunch of talented dudes. So, I mean, if I were any man, the dude's only gonna get better. That's all.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, because he's 6'6", he can guard 3s and 4s.
Podcast.
And he can stroke it. He can shoot the ball. So.
Hey man, in the Allen household, bro, you never know what happens. I got dogs running around. People ask, "Hey man, you on the internet, bro? Like, let me get on." Like, you never know what happens in the Allen household. It's all good.
I think you look up and say, "I'm on the podcast."
Yeah. Hey, Uncle Drew, when you gonna send me that kid, bro? Like, we be talking about this kid. Like, I've been telling you how good your kid was. I ain't going there. Whatever, Uncle Drew.
Uncle Drew tried to send him to me. Don't be fooled by Uncle Drew. He be in my DMs though on the low.
Jared, don't let no boy. Jared, don't let no boy talk about you like that, bro.
Look, then once my guys start getting some
Mondre, but listen to me. It's okay because we see now that the NCAA has a lot of feeder programs. Okay, I have no problem sending you kids. None.
Okay.
Hey,
the way it's looking, if these kids are unsigned, I ain't gonna be able to get nobody else anyway. So you gonna get a lot of them.
I mean, we'll see.
Let me tell you something.
We're just a humble, poor, independent program working our behinds off to help kids get better.
Hey, we poor too, but I want all the smoke.
hey, Bryce. The Rukert kid you got. Like, man, he different, bro. I like him a lot.
So the issue with him, well, not my issue, but people's issue with him is they think his game does not translate
to the next level. Yeah.
Okay.
So my response to that is, and actually the kid had 24 and 13. And
that's what I'm saying.
Didn't fluff his stats. I sat there and watched it. Every rebound, every block, every play. But the problem is people think, like I said, they don't think his game translates. And I will tell you why his game translates. Okay. 1, he can guard 1, 2, and 3s. And probably some fours, depending on if it's like what level of basketball you're talking about in the next level. He rebounds the basketball. So any stat category that's going to translate in college is rebounding. If you rebound, that shit translates.
Don't get him started, Doug. Don't get him started. Don't get him started.
One thing.
Don't get him started.
You know what I'm saying?
The one thing about this kid that I can say is his best basketball hasn't even happened yet.
At all.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. I was talking about him earlier because I seen the highlight of him. The one I guess from the last game he played when he dunked on his teammate at the end.
Yes.
Man, that's crazy.
He hasn't even scratched the surface of what he could be.
Juke, since you just said that, Juke, I'm gonna ask you one question because me and Bryce have had extensive talks about this, and I want to see if you see this and Dre as well. What takes Jens to the next level?
Shit, that 24-13 he just did.
No.
What you?
No.
Oh, what about shooting the ball? Shooting.
Damn.
Shooting.
To me, not even that. If Jens had a handle.
Well, that too. Yeah. Those two. Yes.
But what I've seen from him, and I saw it in the last game I saw him, it's getting better.
It's getting there.
It's getting better.
But shooter translates on all levels, bro.
But Dre, if he can knock down 18-footer consistently,
he gonna
we're not having this conversation about him.
No.
So here's the thing.
We having this in the comments. There's a huge conversation.
See, here we go.
Here's the thing about this kid. I want people to understand that sometimes kids' best basketball isn't until after high school.
Definitely.
This kid hasn't really hit that weight room like he will when he gets to college, that eating program like he will when he get to college or post grad or whatever he decides to do. And he, as he gets older and matures in the game, and like you guys are saying, when that set shot comes or that one dribble pull up or even at the little bit of the handle, a little bit, because he may not even have to play in the backcourt. When that comes even more fluidly, I've been saying this for months, Dre. You can't say that I have not. I've been saying this for months, and like it's coming. It doesn't have, and it may take 6 to 8 more months. But when he figures it out with a kid that can catch backdoor lobs and his hand can touch the top of the square, he's windmilling in games, etc. Reverse. The sky is the limit. You don't see those things all the time. So you just put a little bit of work into it.
It's going to come.
It's going to come.
That work going to show. Yeah,
man, listen. Jens is, Bryce, we talked about this 100 times over. He is the perfect candidate for a year post-grad and get what he wants. Now, if he goes somewhere or a redshirt, one of the two, he's the perfect candidate for that. And when that goes down,
the way he's playing now, and you know, he actually played last game with a broken nose. So he had surgery this morning and he's playing tomorrow. So let's say he continues to have games like he's had, where he's putting up these numbers. I don't see him. It doesn't make sense for me in my head to think that somebody's going to let this kid slip through the cracks and say, yo, we'll take you, we'll redshirt you. But you never know.
But there's one problem, Bryce. There's one problem. And you know what that one problem is. It's 2021 and it's a COVID situation. If it was not for that.
Yeah, that's true. But you can see in that video very clear what
Yeah, you see it all in the video, and that dunk at the end, that just put a cherry on top for me. You know, I had been watching them anyway, but that video right there was hella different, and the energy he was playing with too, bro. He had some energy on that video, a lot.
I think the thing that people can't get past with Jens is
the dunking.
a lot of college coaches don't take chances. Like it's like,
well, they're gonna wait,
okay,
to see.
Because it's a lot of ifs. Like it's he's got to keep working. Yens has to keep working to play the position that's going to be best for him in the future. Like he has to keep working to be able to slide to that 2 or 3 slot, which is where he should be, which is where he's going to be the most effective.
Yeah.
And people can't measure that work ethic and say what he's going to be a lot of times like we do, because I think that kid could get there if he continues to work. If that ball handling gets better, that kid could be a
right. Here's the things, right? It also depends on the system. And I'll tell, and I told his dad this as well. Like last year, Georgia State had a 6'4" point forward, meaning he led the team in rebounds, but he brought the ball up. So Yens could be very similar to that. It's an undersized 4. So it depends on where you are. But again, yes, his ball handling and his tempo would have to improve for that. But that improves with age and time.
Yeah. Right now he's a 3-4. Right now today, I think he's a 4.
Right now, he is a rim. He's a wing or he's a rim runner.
Yeah.
And a pick and pop kind of kid. You have to put him in situations where his feet are set and he can knock the shot down. But it's okay. That is fine. But the thing that he does on the floor completely outweigh the few things that you got to fix.
The thing that I think is the saving grace for Yens is that he can defend probably 1 through 3. I would say 4, but then you got people out there like Turtle. Like I gotta see it. I gotta see him go to Wheeler and defend a big kid.
Let me tell you something, Dre. Yes, that's a very valid point. But let me tell you about this dude. Dude play hard as shit. Now he ain't gonna.
That's what I like about it. That's what I like about it.
He ain't the kind of kid. If it was a 6'10" down there and he was playing the 5 and I ain't had no bigger than him, he gonna work the front, the post, and he probably gonna deflect the passes and get some and create some turnovers.
You might have to hook that thing up for me.
He's going to work his butt off. You know what I mean? He's actually better guarding bigger.
It ain't doing nothing. Let's take the Ethernet cord, but it might be too short.
You know what I mean? So from what I see, man, and like I said, you know, and I try to tell him he would not be the first person to take that route if he decided to go to post grad. Many kids need
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, they need it. They're not ready for college basketball anyway. So with him, if he decided to do that, I don't call kids pros. I don't do that because it's a lot that goes behind that. But he has something that could be special. That's all I'm saying. And I agree. I try to
agree with a little polish. You're right. Yeah.
And I try to evaluate because I see what people say, but I also try to look at his game and say, well, what translates now? Well, he blocks shots, he rebounds, his motor is higher than everybody's on the floor, he plays above the rim. So we're talking about 5 things now. He can pass the ball. It ain't like his passing has improved. We saw that yesterday, Dre, or 2 days ago. We saw that. He made some solid passes. So, you know, we got to keep watching him. But for the most part, what he brings to the table, you know, depending on how you use the kid, you know, you got one. I mean, I don't know what else to say. You know what I mean? Like if I want to use him as a forward, but when he rebounds, I want him to bring the ball up for me. If I want him to use him as a 3 where he rebounds and makes the outlet, you know what I mean? It's all about how you're going to use him and put him in the system. And he didn't understand that in the summer. Well, towards the end, he started to understand what we were doing, which was we're trying to get rid of your weaknesses and get those bad habits out of your game and refining your game. So as you learn how to handle the ball, then you rebound, you push it up, you do things like that.
This is what I want to see.
Yeah.
It's going to tell me a lot about what Yens is.
Kamar?
Yes.
But you know what? The other thing,
who he guards tells me a lot, and how well he does doing that, and then who guards him.
But
And
Dre,
how he does.
here's the other
Tells
thing.
me a lot.
This is not just about him. I was thinking about this as well. A kid is who he is, right? So why do we have to wait to see who he plays to justify what he is? You know what he is.
No, it doesn't. No, what it tells me what he can do. So there's no doubt. Like
I mean,
everything you said, Jens plays hard.
Yeah.
He's gonna go on the floor and be the most athletic kid on the floor.
Yeah.
And he plays hard. There's no doubt about it, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think he can defend 1 through 3.
Yeah.
Can he defend 1 through 4?
Probably.
Wheeler will tell me that. Wheeler will tell me that. Pebblebrook will tell me that.
Yeah.
Pace will tell me that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get that from watching him play. Some of the other teams that they've played. That's why I say that. That's why I pointed to this 6-game stretch for South Cobb as being so important, because I'm going to find out a lot about who those kids are, what the team really is. Like, this stretch is going to tell me a lot.
Yeah.
And that 6-game stretch started with Osborne, and they took care of business. But now we're on to the next step.
So if he guards a 4 and he struggles guarding him, which I don't think will happen, but if he struggles guarding a 4, what does that mean in college? That doesn't mean anything.
Nothing. It doesn't mean nothing.
Well, no, if he can't guard Turtle, right? Then that tells me what because Turtle is going to be a 4.
Yeah.
That tells me in college that he may struggle guarding against some 4s in college at that size. If he can guard Max Harris,
that's who we probably be guarding at the next level, though, Dre.
I agree. But if he does it successfully, then that solidifies to me, you can guard, you know what I'm saying? A big 2, a smaller 3 at the next level.
I see what you're saying.
The matchup against Pace is going to tell me the same thing. Like, if you put him on Matt Cleveland, which I think that's their best chance.
Nobody can guard Matthew Cleveland.
No, I'm not saying that he has to shut him down, but he doesn't have to shut him down to do what I feel like is a good job. Miles Rice did a very good job guarding Matt Cleveland in their matchup with Sandy Creek. It would go a long way for me to see Jens do a good job and make Matt take tough shots. That would go a long way.
I feel you. I was just saying that we already know, like any other kid, we kind of know what they are. Like that's not going to that's not the determining factor of where he lands in college, in my opinion.
No,
we know what that is. So I get what your point is.
But then too, you've seen him a lot more than me. You spend a lot more time with him than I have. So for me, like, I want to see what he does in the stretch.
To me, let's say he's playing low major Division 1, he's still going to be guarding a perimeter player most likely.
Yeah,
because he's 6'4", he's long, he's athletic. He might even be guarding a point guard, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, depending on where it is, he's probably not gonna be guarding a Turtle in college. I mean, of course, you never know, but
yeah, I just want to see where
there's many different ways that you could use this kid, and of course, he has to continue to work on his game to be, to get those things out of him.
I agree.
I agree with that too.
Huge. To me, it's huge if he does. Huge. Even for
I think that picks up his recruiting.
And he does
picks up his recruiting. If he does that, that picks up his recruiting.
You would put him on Turtle as opposed to Robert Dix. What if he can't guard him? He's getting in foul trouble.
I'm gonna be honest, because but people gonna say that I'm hating or whatever. He's a better defender than Robert Dix. Robert Dix is just bigger than him.
And
just because you're bigger, don't make him better. Jens is better.
But you got to think about this, Dre. When he played Osborne, the kid had 14 points in the first quarter. So you don't want to lose those points or that tempo, that pace, that threat by getting him possibly in foul trouble. You know what I mean? So I would love to see the matchup. But the thing with y'all,
I wouldn't say for the game, right? I'm just saying for key possessions.
But here's what you got to realize: what you're gonna probably see out of him if he guards him. They're gonna. I've seen it. He's probably going to be fronting the post. He's probably going to beat him to a spot. He's going to be using his length to deflect passes, all that stuff. Now, if Turtle catches the ball and he has Jens on his back,
it's tough. I wouldn't expect
you don't know what's going to happen. You know what I mean?
To me, it goes a long way if he's able to go down there. To me, if he has a 10 rebound day against Willard, that says a lot.
Yeah.
That says a lot.
To me, I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm saying positive things, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't because of the pace that these teams play with. So you know what I mean? Like these things are not uncommon, and that's why I'm like, without what you see for him is what you get. You know what I mean? As he continues to develop his game, like I don't think that's gonna because that's his strength. Like he's gonna jump, he's gonna box out, he's gonna run. So
no doubt. Hey man, so I want to show you guys something real quick and get your thoughts. I'm just gonna show a video.
Well, I hope everyone is doing all right. This is a truly an incredible time, and has been, for our country, and it's at its worst time right now, and and making sure that we're doing the right thing for our players, just for safety. We're not going to play any non-conference games. We're not going to try to reschedule. We could reschedule try to reschedule 3 games, and we're not going to do that. And we're going to play conference and hopefully get to play all of them. We're also going to allow our team to go home for Christmas. They won't be there for Christmas Day, but these kids need to be with their families for a little bit at least. And so we're going to have a 4 or 5 day period where they can be home after our Notre Dame game and then come back before the actual Christmas Day and get ready for the rest of the ACC schedule. But just for our fans out there, these kids go through a lot, and then it's they're not paid employees, and we need to take care of them. So those are a couple of the decisions that we made, and we feel very good about them.
He been catching some heat about that.
Yeah. I mean, my only thing is we know all the things that he said to be true. But why you wait till now?
And Nate Oates from Alabama called him out about that.
Why you wait till now, bro?
Funny you mentioned that, D. Here we go.
Can I ask you something? I just want to know your opinion. Do you think if Coach K hadn't lost the 2 non-conference games at home, if he'd still be saying that?
Probably not.
Okay, I just wanted you to say it, not me. So look, here's my deal on it. I think we'd have a whole lot more problems if we weren't playing games. Like everybody talks about COVID. Here's the other thing: if COVID's so bad, all these I'm trying to do my best to keep the mask up. I've already had COVID, so technically I shouldn't have to keep it up. Nobody can get it from me. No, I'm still within the 150 days that the NCAA's recommended. I see all these other guys that haven't had it and they're masked down the whole game. It's like they got a chin strap on. So if they're really worried about COVID, you'd think their mask would be up the whole game, right? Like, I mean, so I think some of them are using, no, we should be playing, in my opinion. We 100% should be playing basketball. Nobody talks about the mental. There's a kid out of Detroit that went to another high major that I just talked to his uncle the other day because his cousin played for me in Detroit. He went to a high major school somewhere, mental health issue, came home because he was quarantined for weeks on end when he got there. Like, what are these guys going to do? If I got 3 daughters, like they need to be in school. Like, humans aren't made to sit alone in isolation for weeks and weeks on end. We got to be careful with how we do life, but you still got to do life. Part of life, a huge part of life for all these guys I'm coaching is being in the gym playing basketball. So I think their mental health is in a much better spot playing basketball. I think the school, the SEC, the NCAA has done a really good job making sure that we're not putting any of them in danger. So, I don't agree with them at all. And you answered the question for me. So, thanks.
I mean,
Hey, man.
I gotta kind of agree with him. And knowing that, and I keep up with guys that I've had in the past, and some of them are struggling right now because they're practicing. They're on campus. They're just practicing and practicing. Like some of them mentally are struggling. So, I mean, I agree with it, man. Like, it's just one thing if you take it up front. To me, like, yo, this ain't the move. Did we hear him say anything up front?
I'm going to throw a couple of pieces of information out here and see if this changes anybody's way of thinking about this conversation. Essentially, he is canceling 2 games. That's it. There was a game scheduled against Charleston Southern on the 12th and a game on December 19th that was canceled against Gardner Webb. The entire rest of his schedule, he's playing.
So
does that change anything?
Yeah. No, it doesn't. To me, no. It's worse. Like he's like, man, I ain't about to lose no more non-conference games. I'm cool with losing an ACC game. I ain't about to lose no non-conference games though.
Facts, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, that's real, bro, because everybody's playing. Everybody's trying to play. Even when you go with football, like nobody's come in and said what he's saying. And then he threw in like nobody. He threw in the money thing too. So like, nah, bro,
Coach K has the ability and he has the status to say Duke will not be playing basketball this season. We will not be doing it because of these reasons I just presented it. They didn't do that. So you kind of gotta go with Alabama and Oats in that regard. Like y'all been playing games. Well, now kids need a break.
We lose too.
I'm gonna toss out another piece of information. Today, we broke the record for COVID hospitalization since the pandemic started, 107,000.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Here's the thing, my standpoint, right? Whether he plays 3 games or not, whether they reschedule the games that were canceled before he made this statement or not, I could kind of go here or there, right? What I found funny about this conversation, without me necessarily giving my opinion about what he said, what I found funny about the conversation is nobody necessarily questioned whether or not we should be doing what we're doing. Right? We're seeing teams, COVID is definitely popping. I don't know about Northeast Georgia.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I'm off for just what Gerard just said. Like, bro, we played in a game Tuesday, bro, and the way we went, then nobody, like, the majority of the people in there didn't have a mask on at all, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't have a mask on at all. Like, even the team that we were playing, a lot of them didn't even have a mask on. So, like, even though we follow the protocol on it, like he said, bro, and they're in Northeast Georgia. They ain't wearing masks out there like that.
So that is my question, right? I've seen teams get kicked out of these college bubbles for breaking protocol. So I won't necessarily point to a team, but if you go to the bubble tournaments, this is happening in college basketball. If you go to the bubble tournaments, the ones that got stopped, and you looked at the COVID outbreak, you could tell where it came from, and you could tell which team was the cause of it. I'm going to tell you that I have firsthand knowledge saying that teams were breaking COVID protocols and going out at night, contracting COVID, passing it during games, and that's dangerous. That is dangerous. I don't know if that played into Coach K's decision to say, like, yo, we're not doing that. I don't know that conference games makes it any safer. You can still have teams break protocol, but I do know that for some of those non-conference games that happened in a bubble, there were teams that were in the bubble that broke protocol and passed COVID to other teams. That has been confirmed. And yeah. I don't know. This doesn't change in conference. Either you in or you out. It's kind of the way that it seems.
Yeah.
That's kind of the way that it seems. And I won't argue that. My question has always been, are we sure? Should we? Right? Have we thought about it? Or did we just not have any other ideas? So we said, forget it, let's go. You know what I mean? We're doing it. NBA is about to kick off again. I don't think
they set the standard though,
right?
They set the standard. The NBA did, man. What
they
did,
but I don't think they're doing a bubble, right?
I don't think so. No.
I think they're doing more testing.
Do you know what they're doing?
What'd you say?
I don't know if the NBA is having fans or not, or if they're doing a bubble. Do you know what they're doing?
I thought that they were trying to play in their arenas and not in the bubble. And then I don't know about fans though. I think they're gonna try to wait, I guess, till the second session, maybe. I don't know for sure.
They're having fans.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna have fans for I don't think they're gonna be in the bubble though. I think they're gonna be in their arenas, but I think they're gonna be on their side of the country too. You know what I mean? I don't think they're gonna be going cross country traveling.
Didn't they say that the NBA players, some of them are going to get vaccinated first though too?
Probably will.
Yeah.
Probably. Front anybody affiliated, yeah. I would assume so. Mm-hmm.
I just try to think about, like I said, when I saw it and I saw Coach K say it, a lot of people jumped out on him. And I was like, it's a couple of games. He's not pulling them out of their conference schedule. It's, 2 games left on the schedule. Okay, he won't reschedule one. All right, cool. Whatever. It kind of passed for me. But when I saw the backlash that he got and how passionate some people were about it, and one thing that Nate Oates said that I found funny is when people talk about the mental aspect of it. And B, I got to give you a lot of credit. And it's been said, not just on this show, but I've had people in conversation talk about how good of a job you do keeping up with your guys and checking in on your guys, right? And for people who talk about the mental health of players not playing, that are doing the work that you do to check in on guys and keep up with what guys are doing. Like, I saw the slate of games you had to watch if your guys were playing or not and what they looked like and all that stuff. So I've seen you do the work. But I also know that a lot of coaches talked about that. And I'll bring it back to high school, right? We had a lot of coaches talk about it during the high school season of the mental aspects of kids not playing sports. And I look at some of those coaches like, you ain't talked to your kid all summer.
Facts.
Like, don't. And that's my issue. I don't know Nate Oates. I don't know what he does. I don't know what type of relationship he has with his players. But don't use the mental aspect of not playing. And you ain't talked to your kids all summer long.
True.
I also don't like the hypocrisy of some high school coaches who said AAU coaches were crazy for playing during July when the COVID numbers are twice as high now and you're playing.
Mm-hmm.
And probably less people watching.
In the gym, exactly. All I'm saying is keep the same energy, keep that shit consistent. If you did your homework and you established a position on COVID, keep that same energy, bro. Don't do it based off of what you want to do and what's convenient for you, because none of this COVID shit is convenient. I'm okay with everybody's opinion. I just see a lot of hypocrisy and a lot of inconsistency. I don't like that shit.
That's the issue, I think, too. You shouldn't be using COVID to, and hopefully people are not doing this, but to say, oh, no, we're not playing today. One of my kids got, nah, bro, you shouldn't be doing that, bro. It's too serious. This is too serious right now. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna play, then play. If you're not, because you have a case, then don't play. If you have an issue with it, like Coach K has these issues, A, B, and C, and D, then why'd you play to begin with? Why are you only canceling 2 games? Then don't play the rest of the year. Don't play no ACC. Ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You're not gonna get fired. You're not gonna lose your job. I know what it is, but I'm just saying, like, I get it. But I'm just saying, like, if you can't, like Dre said, you can't be inconsistent with it. If you ain't gonna do something, like when we had AAU stuff and you sat out, and I was like, man, we gonna play. We gonna see how it goes. It was different, but shit, we were consistent. You were also consistent in not playing. It wasn't like, oh shit, we gonna play this week. You made your mind up. I made my mind up. And we went off of what we thought was best for the kids in the situation, trying to keep them safe. So we're gonna play today. Oh, we're gonna play tomorrow shit. Like, nah, bro, you can't do that. Like, that doesn't work for me. It doesn't work.
And that is part of my issue. There were a lot of high school coaches that went in on AAU directors, talking about they were having money grabs and talked about them like dogs, bro, for playing during AAU. And I think the peak of cases per day during AAU was like 2,500 cases per day. I think there were a couple times, maybe July or August, where we may have got to like 4,000 cases per day. For the last 5 days, we've been over 5,500 to 6,000 cases a day. Hospitalizations weren't bad in the summer. They're awful now.
Yeah. And they told us this to expect this type of winter.
100%.
They didn't say this is a surprise.
That's my only thing about it, B. For the people who didn't give a damn about COVID when the outbreak first happened, I don't mind them not giving a damn about it now. Keep that same energy, keep it consistent. I feel like if you did your homework and you came to a conclusion, I can respect it. I don't have no problem with it. I don't expect everybody to feel the same way, but I don't like the hypocrisy. I don't like when people use something like this, people's health, to support whatever it is that they wanted to do from jump. That part of it I don't like. I wasn't sure if I was gonna play this video, man, but I want to see what y'all think about this shit. Hold on.
Well, for everyone who was doubting you and talking shit, that's your solo camera right there. What can they expect next season from you?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm coming back.
I'm gonna translate it after you finish it.
This is like, I'm back with my trainer. I'm back with my trainer that I had my MVP season. I'm back with him. I get a summer to train, to work on my game again, going into a season.
Rico runs.
I'm locked in, like as locked in as you can be. I'm motivated. I listen to Kobe on a daily basis. I just pull up motivational Kobe. They be like 8 minutes long. But I put that on when I'm working out. That's like, I don't listen to a soundtrack. I put that Kobe motivational speech shit on, and I just listen to him talk while I'm lifting, while I'm on the court. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm back motivated.
Hell yeah.
I'm as healthy as I've been in a long time. And I'm in position to do it. So I'm on motherfuckers' asses.
Can I translate it?
He just used one cuss word at the end.
I'm not gonna cuss at all.
Oh, okay. Well, give me your shit then.
Minor setback for the major comeback.
Okay.
Boom.
You bitch you.
What was the minor setback?
Hey, man.
I can say a lot, But before I say anything, like
he got 5 years, 226 million is what he just signed. 5 years, 226 million.
I'll be motivated too. Shit, motivated too. Shoot, sign on that bitch. I'm ready to go to work.
PG.
I mean, bro, you don't have to talk about the work you put in. Just say you're gonna be ready next season and keep it moving.
Yeah.
Because if you mess around and don't do the shit you talking about you gonna do, you gonna get killed 10 times as worse than what you did this time.
Well, he's probably assuming that since they're not gonna be in the bubble anymore, he'll be able to, have his game back. But
Bro, you don't say nothing. Just work and keep it going.
Yeah, because he ain't done shit since Indiana.
Exactly, bro. He should have been in the gym now instead of talking to them guys. He should have been in the damn gym now working. For real.
I mean, he probably had to, like, in his mind, he probably had to back it up like, shit, I just got this bag. Let me go ahead and say some crazy shit.
And that's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Let me say some wild shit real quick.
220 million will make you talk crazy.
Yeah. We're going to put him
I'm locked in for 200.
And your trainer.
And y'all forget he still got his Nike bag to go with that too.
I'm locked in for 220 million. I ain't got. You think no boy telling they going back to their old trainer? No, ain't nobody stressing that, man. You better come out here and show these folks you gonna work, and you can't, and you gotta make it to the final.
Who was the MVP candidate in OKC?
Russ?
Hey, bro, my guy said that all I've been watching is.
He did say he's listening to Kobe every day. Come on, bro.
Bro, he said that too now.
Don't do
Kobe every day.
I
don't got no soundtrack.
Don't bring Kobe into your bullshit, bro. No.
He did. Oh man.
Thank you.
That's a great question. That's a great question right there too.
Why you leave from somebody that made you great, bro? You are not gonna leave somebody that made you great. That don't make no sense.
I don't know. Maybe they got a new coach.
My thing is, I'm not basing this on what happened in the bubble. Like I'm not basing this on what happened in the bubble. I understand mental health is real. That's a real issue. We just talked about it. It's not a laughing matter. It's not nothing to be manipulated. That's a real thing.
Man, that man made 220 million. That's why he talking like he talking. Ain't got nothing. If you felt like that, you would have said that in a tweet or anything else right after you guys lost in this playoffs in the bubble. He didn't say a word before that. After that, not one word.
This leads.
He just put more heat on himself.
This leads me.
Just put more heat on himself.
Is he better in smaller markets? Doesn't have another star.
Dr. Love, that's dirty. That is dirty.
Smaller market might be good for him. It worked out for him in Indiana.
Lock.
And he was, I'll admit, he was pretty good at OKC too. But
where are you, Lock?
He at the Italian restaurant eating some pasta.
Yeah, man. I think all of the things that you guys said is correct. I think he did put more pressure on himself. I think he did have to try to justify in his mind why they gave him $226 million. And the last year is a player option for $45 million.
That wasn't no Bobby Bonilla contract right there.
And the other thing what it is, Dre? The other thing I thought about? The Clippers are like, damn, we done messed around and lost Trez. We ain't making no moves. Let me go ahead and just get him the bag and make it seem like that's justified. They try to justify whatever this decision was, their lack of, roster changes, all that, with giving him money.
I think you got to go all in, and that's what they did.
He has to, yeah.
You don't have draft picks. You gave away all your draft picks. You got Kawhi and his player option is next year, so he can opt out. You got to go all in and say, we're going to make you a max player too, Kawhi. And you and your guy are going to get it done. We got you a new coach. We got rid of the coach. Y'all said he was the problem, so we got rid of the coach. And one of your loudmouth teammates, now figure it out.
Pat Bear probably over there hang this shit right now.
George ain't been the same since the Dame wave. Goodbye. It's problematic, man. It's gonna be problematic.
He better. Hey, man.
Just
for the sake of himself, he better play ball. For the sake of himself and what he said, I hope that I pray he plays a good ball, bro.
Hey,
if he don't,
from a different
means it's gonna be mean this year.
They're gonna lose.
Hey, Bryce, quit telling people where I'm at like you the Feds.
Oh, you really was at the Italian restaurant?
Yeah, don't worry about where I was at.
You just told yourself.
Hey, we knew where you wasn't at 8 o'clock.
I was on the road. I'm here now. I was gonna have a bone to pick with you earlier, but somebody explained me the story, Dre. I was mad at you Tuesday night.
Yeah, he was hot.
He was hot. Hey,
them people brought the police over there at me, bro.
Hey,
he blamed you, Dre. He blamed you, Dre.
Hey, the only thing a black man has is their name. Dre used my name to get it. I thought Dre used my name to get in the game.
My, how the tables turn. Mr. Face Card himself couldn't use his face card to get in the gym.
Hey, my name was on the list. I didn't have to use my face card. My name was on the list.
Your name was on the list because I saw the list.
My thing is, if I say love of the game, why would I ever give your name, bro?
No, but the lady was like, his name is Dante Metlock. Your name can't be Dante Metlock. And I'm like, what?
And that's what I was telling her. Like, you're nuts. Why would I ever tell you
y'all
that?
didn't show her your IDs?
I pulled mine out. She didn't want to see that. Hey, I was so hot at Mondre. I ain't know if I should call the IRS or I should call the government. I ain't know if I should call DFAX. I was so mad I couldn't get in that game.
But guess what? By halftime,
before halftime.
Before, yeah.
It was that ugly.
And the problem is when you gonna write our name in the books, they gotta write it the right way.
100%. Like I told the lady, I own love of the game. Why would I ever give you somebody else's name? I've been in here taking pictures all day.
No, I'm not saying you was wrong, but I was hot. It was cold outside. And she talking about you can wait outside. I was like, what?
Hey, the stunt you was trying to pull still wasn't gonna work, Lock. Come on now. Let's tell the whole story, dog. You talking about you was mad at me, but I saw the stunt you was trying to pull at the door. That still wasn't gonna work. I ain't even gonna go there. That still wasn't gonna work, bro.
Hey, I think it would have worked at other gyms.
For sure, but she was bugging.
Oh, she was on one. Man. Hey, I tried. Hey, it's funny
about Denmark, dog. Sutton Smith is not discussed enough. We talk about him on this show, but
hey, and while you playing, Denmark's gym is really nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice.
Dave called me from Denmark, like, "Yo, have you ever been up here?" Like, Dave talked like he was at the Roman Coliseum when he was at Denmark, bro.
Say it again.
Said you was talking like you was at the Roman Coliseum, dog.
Man, and I was like, yo, this thing is nice. I'll give props to gyms, but I'll call you and be like, man, this is trash here.
Dave was trying to look up addresses when he was out there at Denmark.
Hey man, I'm about to pull up at Denmark.
Lock. It's nice.
No,
bro.
I've been there. It's off. It's by my job over there. Off McFarland.
Yeah.
Yeah. I drive past there every couple of days.
I didn't even know exactly where it is. But hold on, let's look at the schedule. Where else we say we was going? I'm going to see the shows. That's it. I'm going.
Oh yeah, Juke put us on that one.
Well, see the show.
Yeah.
They play Ducktown, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna see that. I probably go see that.
But that's a Saturday though, right?
No, they play Clark Central.
Yeah, we wanted to go to the Clark Central game, but they play Dutchtown this week, right?
No. I think
they
they play
don't?
Dutchtown. No, they don't play Dutchtown this week.
That's the game. I wanted to go to that one or the Clark Central game.
Hey, quiet as kept. This Denmark versus Lambert game.
When is
on
it?
January the 12th? That's gonna be a good matchup, I think.
At Denmark?
Yep.
We might have to pull up.
Oh, they got Walnut Grove on here too.
Oh, they play Northside next Saturday. I might go to them. I might just go to that one to see Trey play.
Who played Northside?
See the show play Northside on the 19th.
Hey, look, we had the Man Up versus
Yeah, Dr. Love. You missed it, Dr. Love. It was going to be in Rock Hill, South Carolina. Everybody was ready for that. Everybody.
We had set up.
Cedar play Denmark at home too.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Dr. Love, Coach David Jones, and Coach Mondre Reloaded Allen.
Bryce started a fight at the gym, and then we.
Yeah, that's what Bryce did. He started a fight. He started that smoke.
He started a melee at the gym.
I am not that kind of coach anymore that runs on the court. I'm very calm.
That's a lie.
Somewhat of a lie. David Jones and Mondre Reloaded Allen are not ready for 17U basketball. This big boy shit. And let it be known, we are on camera. We are on video. And I don't run from no smoke.
I'm gonna have my popcorn.
All y'all keep this.
I don't coach the younger kids. I don't coach the young kids.
Gotta see.
Kids got some smoke too, and they was ready for y'all ass.
And we was ready for them. We was ready. And Sean had hooked it up and put it on the main court. We was ready. I was up till 5 o'clock in the morning, ready to rock.
My boy Jelani Hamilton was easily gonna give y'all 20.
Okay, we've been through this already.
Hey, Dre, you got a lot of bets coming on, Dre. You gotta wear that Kentucky shirt. And these boys talking about getting your ass for basketball. That don't damn what.
Dave, you was up at 5 o'clock thinking about an AAU game?
No, I was up until 5, bro. I was watching clips. Dre tell you, man. I told him from the rip. I said, we about to get them.
Hey,
we about to get them.
Lock. You see, he already moving in the wrong direction.
Hey, yeah. He's doing too much for one AAU game.
You supposed to coming back.
That was
walking in the house from the spot at about 3 or 4, and then you hop in the bed. Ain't nobody watching no clips.
Nah. That lets y'all know we was coming.
Hey, only thing we do, we looking at Twitter and see what type of players you got.
That's it. The rest
That's fine. That's fine. That lets y'all know we was hungry.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all something.
Y'all notice I ain't said that.
Let me tell y'all something. If these kids I got are still unsigned by the spring, you guys will not even play us. It won't happen because we'll be on that.
We don't run from nobody. Nobody.
You won't get the matchup. You won't get the matchup.
Put my popcorn there. I just want to come.
Let me tell you.
Hey, so this is the thing. This is the thing, and this is the thing Bryce leaving out, right? I've watched the Canes for several years. I was there Bryce's first season, 17U.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
So I don't have to talk big boy talk because I know what humble beginnings look like.
Humble.
So
humble.
And I won't worry about it. I won't worry about it.
Anything.
But I know what it's like early on, but I know what it turns into.
Oh yeah,
I know
no.
what it turns into once you keep
Yeah.
working. So
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
just say,
Yeah.
like my man Drew say, that work gonna show.
Yes.
I just want to be there. Lock
That
you,
work
coach.
gonna show. So the first matchup, the second matchup, the third year, whatever it is. Don't now. I'm just saying now. Don't retire now before we get to year 3. That was totally different in year 3. Don't retire now before we get to
y'all gonna have to play me in this next spring. Period. Like y'all gotta play because I can't make no guarantees after that. But
so wait, we gotta play you our first time out the gate. Okay, I got it.
Man, no, here's the thing. I
think y'all call the tournament.
I got it.
Understand, no, Dre. Understand who we played out the gate. It wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? Like
I was there.
Yeah,
I was there.
So, my point is, what I'm saying is, if these dudes are unsigned and they come back hungry, like I wanted them to be this year, and they're older and more mature, it's going to be real for a lot of people. So let's say you get Jens unsigned. Let's say you get Perry unsigned. Let's say you get Maccabi, maybe you know what I mean? That's 3 dudes right there that's gonna give any younger kid fits because they've been there before. So I'm not saying it has anything even really to do with my coaching. It's really about the roster, to be honest.
Exactly. I agree with that 100%. And let me say this. People that are watching, we all rock with each other. Y'all got to know that. Me, La, Bryce, we talk on the phone about multiple kids, but we are competitive. We are competitive. So if we're on the other side of each other, I want to get up in it.
I will say that Man Up and Kane's younger game that you were preparing for all night was going to be a game.
Oh, no question.
No question. I watched you guys play on Friday night, and I'm like, damn, they got a young team.
Yeah.
That's the 23 team, right?
Yeah.
Oh, hey.
Dave was coaching his ass off too.
Hey.
Dave, you was coaching your ass off. I'm gonna give you that.
Hey, and y'all see this that Gray up in here, bro, because they was about to drive me nuts in that game, bro.
Yeah, because y'all like let him come back numerous times.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, man. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It will be smoke. Our 16s will be
that's tough.
Something to deal with.
But let me
our 23s will be something to deal with.
Let me also tell you though, I'm also recruiting for the younger team too. So don't get it confused like I'm just recruiting for the old team.
Bring it on, bro. Bring it on.
It's a rumor that man Metlight might coach 16U this year.
You put your name in the hat.
Hey, hey, like Snoop said on what's your name, put me in the front seat with him. I bet you I'll whoop his ass.
Hey,
that Infinite Skills team probably Infinite Skills 2020.
I like them.
Probably
they nice.
much.
They got some players
or more talent.
They nice. They nice.
The younger team told him no. See, you went to the wrong spot, man. We told you where to go. We told you where to go, Drew.
But
it's all right, Drew.
In all this talk, this only solidifies Georgia basketball.
Bruce don't answer DMs.
Well, I answer them, but I gotta look at your profile before I answer that shit.
Hey, Bruce been getting a lot of crazy DMs this week.
Hey, I'm getting all kinds of DMs. Let y'all know. So,
hey, any games y'all hyped to see this week?
South Cobb and Wheeler tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh, they play tomorrow?
Yep, at South Cobb.
I'm gonna tell y'all who I'm hyped to see. I'm hyped to see T-Lap this weekend. Coming to Atlanta. T-Lap, post-grad.
Okay.
Who they playing?
Where they playing?
They playing over there off of Flat Shoals over at New Rock Prep.
Who are they coming to Atlanta to play?
They play New Rock and then they play CBA, the other Atlanta squad.
2 teams, or was it supposed to be 3?
Well, it's 2 days. It's 2 days. It's gonna be. I ain't touching that. I ain't touching that, Bryce.
Where's CBA, D?
Carolina Basketball Academy. They got an Atlanta program down here.
Is it on the south side?
Yeah, it's off of Flash Shoals in 285.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, It's across the street from what's his name, Dre? Mitch from Mitch's gym.
Oh, Mitch. Okay.
Yeah, it's right across the street, man. Right across.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but based on what I'm seeing, Tri-Cities and Pebblebrook play Friday.
Ooh.
Let me double check and make sure this is correct. Yes, that is correct. Tri-Cities and Pebblebrook play.
Great guard matchup.
At Pebblebrook or Tri-Cities?
The versus Tri-Cities. Let's see. I think this is at Pebblebrook, but let me double check. Sometimes I'll be reading this wrong. Yes, Pebblebrook is the home team Friday night at 6 p.m. Sorry, gentlemen, but I have to be at Pebblebrook Friday night. Why is the game at 6 o'clock, though?
Probably no girls game.
Yeah. You got to leave your house about 4.
Yeah, you know that game will be packed.
Yeah.
No, I ain't talking about being packed. I'm talking about him getting there from his house.
He live in another. He live in
a whole other district.
He live in
up there in Chattanooga.
Hey.
I don't know about this statement that the Newton kids would kill Infinite Skills. I don't know about that, bro. And I like them. They're very good.
They're good, but they wouldn't kill them. No.
That's tough.
No.
Oh, I ain't touching that one. Noon got a kid that nobody ain't talking about. And he's a shooter. Man, I know the kid name now. I can't even get it. He transferred from Monticello, and he's a shooter, bro. I think he had like 6 threes the other night. But I'm not saying like I can't go with. I'm not gonna go against the infinite skill part either, because them kids can ball.
Yeah, they can ball.
Oh, the Nichols kid play with them.
Yeah, Vontae Nichols.
Yeah. And then there was another kid that came down too when we was in Warner Robins to the open run. Like, man, come on, bro. Brad got a mean little team out there. Don't get me wrong, the new kid straight too. So it'll be a good one, bro.
I only take offense to the word kill. Like,
yeah, that's what I was like, yo, they ain't gonna kill him. Yeah.
I like that though.
Hey, Coach, Coach, are y'all putting me on the list for South Cobb Wheeler or my band? if Rock ain't banned, I shouldn't be banned, but maybe I'm banned.
What you mean? What am I being banned for?
What am I being banned for?
I'm not. I never said you was banned. You can't use my name anymore.
You want to use our name?
Yeah, I just want to know we on the list because so if that Tri-Cities Pebblebrook game is at 6, we could make both. We could go over to South Cobb and watch Wheeler South Cobb after the trial.
Georgia put us on the list.
Georgia hook us up.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Coach, I like to be walked in the. I like to be walked in the back, Coach. I don't like to be walked in the front of the main people.
See, Coach. See, Locke need all that extra special attention and all that. Just can I get in the game and take pictures and shoot video? That's all I need.
You know when the last time I walked through the front door at South Cobb?
Coach, ask Moultrie, man. Can I get in the game?
Man, I'm trying to be COVID safe, man. I just need the in and out back action, the back door action.
Definitely trying to be COVID safe, man. Hey, and please, guys, man, look.
Mask up, real talk.
If you go to the game and you got your mask on and you take your daggone mask off so that you can cheer and yell at the players who probably can't hear you anyway, you're defeating the whole point of wearing the freaking mask in the first place. Keep your mask on your face.
Lock, quick question.
Yes, sir.
Till County.
That game is canceled.
Oh, they canceled it.
Yeah, they're gonna play next Saturday in Tifton. I'm gonna go to that one, but they cancel tomorrow's game, Tift County versus Westover.
Man, swear to God, I'm telling y'all, hey, Gerard for real about that, except in Northeast Georgia.
No COVID in Northeast Georgia.
Nah, it ain't that it ain't no COVID. I'm just telling you that them folk didn't have on a mad when we went in there, man.
Herd immunity, baby. It's herd immunity in Northeast Georgia. Everybody knows that. It's like an invisible fence.
Man, we gonna wear them mad down here. I don't know what they're doing over there, but I'm telling y'all, I'm
shows. I don't know if I can come to the game. Y'all not gonna wear no mask. Don't be breathing on me, bro. I don't like that. Makes me uncomfortable.
Crazy, bro.
Bro, I ain't like you breathing on me when you eating all them snacks when we was at Chattahoochee.
Hey, right with me.
Hey,
chips.
I was like, he's killing them chips.
I was mad that Locke got the best bag of tater chips, though.
Right.
Hey, it's funny, man.
Because they gave Locke was fire.
I had my friend to go buy me some that same night.
That's that crab flavor.
Yeah, that was busting. Those some of the best chips I ever had.
That's where we at Friday night, man. What any game, Dave? Juke. Where y'all playing up on Friday night?
Dublin play Baldwin Friday.
I like that one. How is Baldwin this year?
Baldwin's good, bro. They got a couple of good guards on their team. You know the one guard that they missing is definitely Ice. If they had Ice,
is Ice playing?
Not yet. It's still out.
Yeah, he's still out.
Dang.
Got the cast off, though, boy. My boy.
Yeah, he got the cast off.
Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, man.
Cast off.
Just the work that kids gonna put in, bro. It's coming. I'm not gonna say too much, but he'll be in the lab. He'll be in the lab soon. Just understand that the lab always open. I wake up at 1, 2 in the morning to go work out with that kid, bro. Just the work, bro. I'm telling you. Like he got if everything works out for him, he's gonna have special written all over. I'm telling you that now.
Coach, you missed the commentary. We spent about 45 minutes at the beginning of the show just talking about Yens.
Yeah.
So you missed that. It wasn't that much commentary on the damn game. Shit, y'all beat them by 100. There's no more commentary on the game, dog. What else can we say?
Was Moultrie sitting down in the chair with his legs crossed?
Yes. With his hands behind his head. Yes, he did.
Hey, that's some Albany shit. That's some shit I'll do.
But while Coach is here, though, Coach, I did say, and I'll stand on this, that the 6-game stretch that y'all have that started with Osborne is going to tell me a lot about your team. That 6-game stretch that started with Osborne, and I think it ends with Pace, I believe, is going to tell me everything I need to know about your team and your chances in that region this summer, this winter. So I'm watching. This 6-game stretch was very important. I'm watching every single game in this 6-game stretch because it's going to tell me everything that I need to know.
But is Yens playing tomorrow?
Yeah.
He is.
Yens ain't missing no damn game. Yens a warrior.
No, I heard he's having surgery on his nose.
Yeah. He's still he a warrior, dog. I give him credit. Hey, Yens light skinned and he kind of small, but Yens is tough. I will give him that. I don't think Yens is soft.
Come on, man. Me and Bryce made him a player over the summer, man. Me and Bryce was on him hard.
Hey, I love that kid, man. That kid right there, man. I mean,
we're not doing this again, though. We're spending another 45 minutes.
Hey, no.
You got the first 45 minutes of the show.
You're right.
Nah, but we're gonna revisit it. But Locke made a good point. Hey, we was on his ass for 2 or 3 months.
Hey, I do have to say this. When I was up at Lake Point, and y'all two was like Jekyll Hyde on the bench, you know, Locke up here going nuts. And Bryce up there trying to be cool, trying to coach, and like, get his ass out of there.
Hey, why y'all hold him to a higher standard? This and that. Why you take him out for this? Man, sit your ass down. Why come talk to me for a minute.
Hey, Coach still ain't commented like if we getting in this game Friday night. Coach still ain't made no comments yet. I see all these
I was noticing that. I was noticing that.
Is if we paying for it?
Yeah, he ain't said I got y'all, nothing like that. All these emojis.
Hey, it ain't no more Gucci Row. Gucci Row is over with.
Ooh. I showed up to Osborne with a Cardinal shirt and it was all over with, huh, dog? Damn. Damn.
Hey, Andre looked at me and started smiling when he saw I couldn't get in the game. I'm looking at Andre. I'm like, really?
Hey, Locke was hot, bro. Hey, where's
that lady called the police over there on me, bro?
Hey,
but you know what though? You know what? They are not used to that type of environment that certain kids bring when they're in your program. They bring the cameras, they bring the parents, they bring the fans, they bring the handlers, they bring the media.
Oh, come on.
Hey. South Cobb do got about 6 coaches though, so he probably not.
Oh
man. Hey, man. Hey, come on.
All right, Coach.
That just hurt me to my heart, man.
That Bell coming up there by you too, like I don't think it's by you, but he'll be up that way too.
Really?
He'll be at Douglas County.
Ain't too far. I haven't seen Douglas County play this year.
Douglas County has an unsigned kid that
he's huge.
Which one?
He's huge.
I don't even want to say his name.
I know his name.
Hey, so, look at Dave. Dave was like, "Who you talking about?"
Nah, I know it.
I don't know if it's the guard or not.
Here's the thing. Let me tell you what I would do with him.
I walked up and dapped him up already too, Bryce.
That's cool. That's cool. He probably gonna play the same coach he's been playing with anyway. But let me tell you something about him. You gotta move him to the 3.
That ain't the one we seen is a lot. They're not talking about the kid we seen.
I don't think
from Douglas County. Talking about Douglas County, right?
Yeah.
Gotta move him
in college. That kid could play for though.
D2
at the right school.
Low major D2 or D2? Yeah, no, not a major. No, I don't think so. He not 6.
I forgot.
He's 6. He's 6'3.5", 6'4",
something like that.
Yeah,
that's not. No, that's not even him. Oh, okay. See, now it's another kid though. I had some coaches ask me about, but I can't remember his name. So they got to be the kids I was talking about.
This kid is no bigger than 6'4", but he's built like a tank. He's on the glass.
Jumps out the gym.
But he doesn't show enough of his skill set.
And he a goon.
He's a goon.
I'm gonna give y'all the highlights. I gotta give the people who make kids famous the highlights, man. Matter of fact, I'm gonna pull their kids' highlights up right now. I'm gonna email them to you and Dave.
Say less. Hey. Dave already got it. They already looking like, man. Let me see.
Hey,
let me see what you talking about.
Who out here been having the best highlights lately? Like what company?
OST to me always has really good highlights.
I like Bonafide too. I like Bonafide.
Bonafide tough. I like Bonafide, and I like Green Light Media.
I like Green Light too.
Green Light pull up on you real quick.
Yeah, I really like Chris too on Southern Hoops Report.
Yeah,
Chris's stuff is nice. It's real nice.
Give you what you need. That cut and dry other player. Nothing extra, no fluff. Mm-hmm.
Who else we got? Live Mixtape still out there.
I think Grassroots has been spotted. He's back in. It seems like he's back in the mix. Grassroots always kills the videos, the mixtapes, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I got a list of kids that are yeah.
Oh, here's the other thing. Speaking of that, somebody asked me if there are or if somebody in the state does a list of has a list of unsigned seniors, a complete list. I said,
updated? You mean like updated like every week or month? You mean?
I mean, yeah, like a list right now, up to date of unsigned seniors.
I think Chris Watkins has a database, and that comes with video. And I think that's the closest thing to a list of unsigned seniors you're probably going to get.
Georgia Hoop Circle usually has something like that too, though. I don't know if he's doing it now, but Georgia Hoop Circle usually has a lot of that.
Now, he's been coaching with Newton now, so
okay.
So that's why he hasn't been seen of a lot.
Trent usually has he keeps up to date who signs Division 1, 2, and 3. Trent keeps up to date with that.
Now, are some of these lists are the best available senior or just unsigned seniors?
Yeah, I mean, you're still talking about best available, but still a running list. Like, let's say if it's 30 of your best unsigned senior kids, who has that list?
It's lists that go out, but you'll be surprised. Like I've talked to college coaches at tournaments, and I've seen their list, and you'd be surprised some of the kids that are not on the list.
Yeah,
that's unsigned seniors.
That Bell ain't even on a couple coaches' list.
Yeah.
He a killer.
Yeah, I talked about him today. It was 2 or 3 coaches that didn't even know Zach Bell exists.
Exactly.
And that's crazy to me. I don't. That right now is like, I mean, it just goes to show like Christian Chambers, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that bad in Augusta. Like coaches don't think those these.
But okay, Drew, I want to hit that real quick. Like, we talked about Warner Robins and Macon doing their thing, and they starting to get that juice flowing.
Yeah.
Who is that guy in Augusta?
Chad Cook.
I think Chad Cook and my guy Greg from Team Power.
Yeah, Team Power. Greg. Yeah, I forgot about Team Power. Them would be the 2 sources that those guys can tell you. But it's some other people. But like, bro, you really just have to connect with a lot of. Like Coach Darren will tell you a lot about the kids in Augusta, even though he coaches at Grovetown. You just got to connect with the right people. But overall, like Team Power and Chad Cook, those are 2. Like I can go to Chad, and Chad will tell me about a lot of kids too.
Oh, man. He will break it down too.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
He does a great job.
So like, I mean, for that, but if people don't know about Chad, then it's gonna be hard to follow Chad. You get what I'm saying? So it's a lot of people that don't know about Chad, but Chad knows the basketball history in Augusta. And
he does.
He knows this very well.
He is like Zach Bell, Justin Mincy, Rashad King. Like Rashad King is, hey bro, Rashad. We talked about Rashad before, and then even the Dakota Rodriguez kid and me and Dre Howe. Like it's hella talent in Augusta, bro. It's just that coaches don't go down there, and that shit crazy. It blows my mind. And even going to Augusta, they paying by a couple of small schools that have shooters, and they have a couple of good guards that can play ball on the next level.
It is a kid that is a unsigned senior right now in the Atlanta area that if I play his highlights, I don't think that anybody will argue that he's a D1 level kid and has been known to be that for a long time right here in Atlanta, that for whatever reason, people just kind of stopped talking about over the summer.
Who's the kid?
I'm thinking about if I should say his name or if I'm just going to play the highlights.
Just play the highlight. Let me see. I don't know. I don't know.
Don't say his name. Play his highlights.
I don't know about too many city kids unless they come from you guys or they tag me on a tweet or something.
People think that like city kids don't get overlooked, but this kid, And I'm not saying like, oh, he should be ESPN, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, this motherfucker good. And recruitment is wide open. Hold on. I'm about to play it. Here we go. Don't play the whole thing. I give a taste.
Man.
Locke, how tall you say Garrison is?
6'3". 6'4". Hey man, I blame that on Huff. I'm blaming that on Huff. Huff left that man hanging. I'm blaming that all on Huff.
What's that kid name, bro?
Garrison Powell.
Garrison Powell.
Yeah, he
hey
can
man,
play,
I thought he had graduated, bro. I didn't say his name. I thought he had graduated. No offer, no nothing.
I think he had stuff on the table, but
yeah, he got some stuff on the table, but he's still available. Let's just put it like that.
Okay.
As they say, recruitment is wide open.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
6'3" guard that can dribble, pass, and shoot. A much improved shooter at that.
Hey, can I ask y'all? Let me ask y'all a question about recruiting. Do you think that kids are gonna have to take opportunities like a JV, like in this time, like after what's going on? I mean, it's just something that I know a lot of kids frown upon as far as when it wasn't this crazy, but now like
so. Juke, I get what you're saying, but I think instead of playing JV, really good JUCO teams are really going to get good, like better players. Because like I'm talking to a JUCO coach earlier today. I'm like, well, hell, coach, you might have one of your best backcourts out this 2021 class if I send you two of these kids that want to play with each other at the next level. So you normally don't see that at the JUCO level where two kids decide to go play JUCO together.
Yeah. But what about the numbers though? Like now we got coaches that's like I talked to a coach today, and he was like, "Man, our 2021 class was gonna be our big class, but due to the fact that we might end up keeping our seniors, the numbers. You get what I'm saying? So like,
yep.
Here's the thing, Drew. Here's the thing, and I just want to chime in on that real quick. So if you're gonna play JV. Here's the pros and here's the cons with that. If it's just for a kid that just wants to play, I get it. Mm-hmm. But if it's a guy that has potential, you're paying as a JV player, right?
Yeah, you already know it.
Why don't you go post grad then, or JUCO?
That's real. And
I agree. But here's what I want to touch on that. Now, Locke mentioned JUCO. Kids gonna have to start looking at D2 JUCOs, D3 JUCOs, and independent JUCOs as well, instead of going that JV route. And I'm not throwing no shade on JV. It just depends on it's a fit. If a coach is going to say, hey, if you come here and play JV, personally, redshirt me. I'm paying anyway, so let me come work out. I don't want to play JV to start out. Let me come get in the program and work out. And after that year, if I'm a JV cat and this is what I want to do, then yes, I'll do it. But I'd rather redshirt than JV that first year.
Yeah, that's real. And I just asked because I just had some kids ask about taking that route, and I was like, I can't tell you that that would be my first decision. I would honestly look into the prep school routes. But now, bro, like I feel like kids are really going to have to do their homework on prep school. Like just as much as we do. I mean, that's every year anyway. But this year, like it's gonna be really a lot of school. Yeah, like one kid told me he said he was gonna commit to a new prep school.
Juke, that's why I'm bringing all them prep school coaches on the show, so everybody can start getting educated on more JUCOs, because we know the Atlanta JUCOs ain't gonna be able to take everybody that's gonna be out there unsigned. You know what I'm saying? So it's a situation where everybody's still learning about JUCOs. I mean, sorry, not JUCOs, post-grads. You want to have post-grad options. You want to have JUCO options, but you got to learn other JUCOs as well, because like I said, there's JUCO independents that are looking for cats. And you can get on and you can go NAI, D3, D2. Nobody's paying this no attention. They're thinking, oh, I still need to go JUCO D1. We're getting back into that same mentality like that again, man. Put it like this. Bottom line, if I were you, Juke, tell the kid, do their research on every program from a post-grad level to a JUCO on all level and a JV level, then see the pros and cons and what's the best fit for them. End of the day.
And man, what's crazy is there's a lot of schools looking for kids to come in January.
Yes, especially JUCO. Yes.
I mean, bro, I promise y'all, I've had at least 10 to 15 coaches say that they're still looking for guys in January. I've been tweeting it out that I'm looking for guys, but I mean, like, shoot, man, I just guess we got to keep on working, because there's some kids out here that want that opportunity. And I mean, like, you got guys out here looking. So if you playing ball or you trying to go somewhere in January, like, you need to send that film over so we can get you out of here.
No doubt.
Well, I already sent you one player. I already sent you one player, Juke. I'm definitely sending you some more.
Yeah, definitely, bro. I mean, it won Georgia, bro. Like, we're just trying to continue to keep it going. I promise you, Zach Bell should have more offers right now than anything. You gonna miss out on Zach Bell, then miss out on Derrick Harris.
And Zach will be at Lemon Street.
Nah, I'm looking forward to see him again.
That's gonna be good for him. And that's gonna be good for him because nobody hasn't seen Zach since the summer. So him playing in Lemon Street is gonna be great for him. Great exposure. God forbid anything happens, that kid he's going, if he plays the way we know he can play, then he's gonna have offers after he leaves Lemon Street. He should have offers now or a lot more interest than what he has. I can't get a coach to pull the trigger because of the numbers game, but somebody gonna get a steal. Even if he went to the prep route, even if he went to the prep route, he's still a B-trade. Somewhere like a TSL.
Right.
He'll blow up at TSL. He'll blow up at a school like at TSL.
What kid are we talking about?
Zach
Bell. Madre, you got a dog? I ain't know that.
Knuckles.
This is Dave's dog, and she's over here tripping.
What up, Knuckles?
Come on. Come on.
What's up, girl?
Hey, dog.
What you doing? Madre, you dog sitting?
No, this is my dog.
Oh.
All right, wave. Say hi.
What's up, Knuckles? What up, girl?
All right. This is the dog, the same dog that shit in the middle of the floor in the middle of the podcast.
Yeah, where I'm from, dogs outside. Oh, they chained to a tree.
You see
I don't know. They don't know now about that, Law. I feel you on that one.
Hey.
They want me to chain you to a tree.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying where I'm from. Or outside in the fence or in the cage.
Or chained to a
Or
pole.
chained to a pole or a tree. Cause
She gonna bite you, lock when she see you.
Hey,
I'm gonna give you a lot.
Them dogs, when you open them fence or they get off their chain, they running like they fresh out.
Oh yeah. Well, bro, that's real.
You ain't gonna see them till like another day or two.
Exactly, bro.
Lock. So this dog right here, I can let her out of the house to go use the bathroom. No fence, no nothing. She ain't gonna leave the yard. And when she's done, she'll come back and sit at the door and wait to be let back in the house. Cry.
I was just used to being outside 24/7.
What kind of dog is that, Mondre?
Locke said I'm gonna change to. Yeah, man, I have no idea.
No, you got a house dog, man. I can't tell you. I'm just talking about me.
She a part what? She part rock, Dre. Okay.
Who knows? Lab, pit, mix.
Yeah, she a mix.
I know you better not shit in that floor. You better wait till we done.
Oh yeah, see, that dog doing that, you definitely getting chained to a pole. You definitely getting chained. Hey, you gonna have the dog pan, the food pan, you gonna have the water pan. That's in distance.
That real love. Gotta get the leftover. Gotta get the leftover for what we didn't eat last night.
Hey, bro, I'm telling you.
Hey,
bro.
Hey, Locke, what's that? Scraps? Y'all call it scraps?
Dog getting all the chicken bones, all the leftover pork chops,
all the leftover cornbread,
all the cornbread. Hey, after Thanksgiving, my dog knew what time it was.
It was game on.
Hey, by Friday night, Saturday morning, but you got it.
Hey, man. Oh, man, before we close the show and before I forget, there's something important happening, and we normally give some encouragement every year on this podcast around this type of time, and we haven't done it just yet. I want to talk to all the guys, 9th grade, 10th grade, playing JV. Keep working.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get discouraged. Don't start playing. Hey, go. You see your kid? Go. He's going to let you outside. Don't get discouraged. Don't start playing basketball the wrong way because you feel like other people are being rewarded for playing the wrong way. Play the right way. Play hard. Try to play with a better motor. Try to defense, rebound, like play the right way, bro. And keep working. If you're getting 200 shots up, 200 makes every day, get 300, get 400. Like, come back better, improve, keep working. Don't get down on yourself. It doesn't mean that you ain't going to accomplish your goal.
Hey, I'm going to say this, Dre. I respect what you just said, but ain't none of my kids that play JV for Greene County. I don't even think they think that way, bro. I just think them kids just be happy to play JV, man.
Do they?
Oh God, bro. Like you gotta understand, like, bro, I'm at a single age school, so the best kids aren't going to play, JV. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like most of the time, if a kid just makes the team, he's happy. It's more so to me as like a development. I look at it as my development stage to help my varsity for 2-3 years. Not to say that I feel like what you saying, my kids should feel that way, but shit, man, them kids don't be thinking like that. They'll be going in one end or the other, bro.
Man, hey, Juke, we got kids down here that if they end up on JV as a freshman, they'll transfer.
I mean, nah, bro. I ain't got no choice but to play here. Shit.
Yeah.
I mean, we gotta look at it. I mean, overall, like most of the kids that play JV here, like you have to really, unless you just got a crazy feeder system like a Hancock or something like that, then like you really have to continue to develop these kids to make them better. So like for me, like my kids don't even think like that. They're just like, oh man, we made JV. JV got a game. Let's go. I'm ready to go play. That's just how it is right now.
And I add on to one thing before we leave what Mondre said, and it's something that I know we we guys don't really see it because we really didn't experience it like during high school. But as a JV player, I feel like you should watch a lot of film of the varsity games and your JV game because your games are more accessible now than when we played. We didn't have no huddle accounts or different things like that.
It's true.
So instead of just watching highlights, if you know that you're going to be at this school the following year, you need to watch their varsity games. Watch your JV game. Watch these varsity games. Not just only watch it, study it. So when you're on varsity next year, you're already mentally prepared. You already got a better IQ. You already know what your coach's going to want. Now you're looking like a better player. Because some kids just ain't got the work ethic to put the work in the game. So it's like, okay, you doing schoolwork all day. You on your laptop. Hey, when you got that lunch break, go get your McDonald's. Well, these kids eat Chick-fil-A. Get your Chick-fil-A. You get your Zaxby's, stuff like that. And just watch a game film. Just watch your game. Don't watch highlights. Watch your game film. Watch the varsity game film.
Man, just to piggyback off of what Locke said, I'm just add one thing to it, man. If you're hungry, go ask that varsity coach when JV season is over. Can you practice with varsity?
Yeah.
That'll show you hungry right there. That'll show you hungry. Yeah, you want to get better. I mean, that's all I want to say on that. Yeah.
100%. Keep working, man. Find a way. I think that's the one thing a lot of kids lack today is find a way. Like I remember, us growing up, we was watching games on TV and see moves on TV, and then we go out and we're trying to do it. Like
facts, dude. I sat here and watched game one of the mixtapes for 2 days straight.
I want to be hot sauce so bad.
Who you telling?
College basketball, man.
Hot sauce and Escalade. I want to be one of the two.
Hey, I told Dre he'll be the tow truck. Oh baby.
D, how long did you know me where everybody was yelling that I needed to gain weight? See what happened?
Yeah, that's facts.
I took it too far.
yeah, you should have stopped. You should have stopped. You capped out.
Hey man, this is Love of the Game podcast. We're checking out. I'll be Friday, Pebblebrook, Tri-Cities, and then I guess we're gonna try to get in to South Cobb, Wheeler if they let me in the gym, God willing. But whatever game you guys going to, be safe, man. Pull your mask up. Salute to all the unsigned seniors, man. Definitely send me your highlights, send me your plays. Sutton Smith, much respect, big dog. We don't talk about you enough, man. But send me your plays. Go look at Garrison Powell. Those highlights at Holy Innocents. Also, Justin Wilson at Holy Innocents as well can really go. So go watch those guys, man. Love the game, man. We out.
Love, man.